What's up everybody, it's LL Mavericks. I'm about to go to Chicago this weekend, so I was just gonna make a video real quick showing you all the gear that I use and how I pack for a flight. So we have our bass here. Obviously you wanna bring your bass, or else you can't play it. So then we have what I like to bring sometimes. I like to bring my pedal. This is a Boss ME50B. I can do a video of this in the future and how I use it if I'm going to be playing it. I usually like to pack this. I don't bring it all the time, but it does help out with sound and sometimes even with buzzing, because it has a noise suppressor in the back. So it helps, and it has a built-in tuner, so it's cool. This is my wireless pack, my receiver actually. I don't use it for videos. I just use it for when I'm playing live, because it gives me freedom to move, because I like to move a lot. If you've seen some of my videos, I like to move. It's hard to do that with headphones on if you're stuck somewhere. But yeah, so I like to use that. It's a Shure ULXP4. One of my friends actually gave it to me and just let me keep it, so I was like, alright, cool. And something that I started doing, because I started getting in trouble for not bringing my own, is bringing my my guitar stand, my bass stand. I've had this for a long time. Part of it is broken, but it's definitely helpful because you never know at a venue if somebody will have one or not, so you can't really rely on other people to bring stuff for you. So here we have our cable. Of course, you want to bring that, and you may want to bring extra strings if you have a pack, just in case. If you have older strings, definitely bring an older pack. The strings I'm actually using on this bass, I may have said in the last video, is Stringjoy, and their stuff is really good. Check them out. I got these strings and put them on in October, and they're still good. So yeah, they last a while. You should check them out. So since I'm bringing a pedal, I'm gonna be bringing a second cord as well, because you need one for the input, one to go out. So also with that, what's not in this video is my amp head, which sometimes you may not have an amp where you are, so it's good to have a portable one if you can afford it. If you can't, you know, definitely bring your own stuff, like if you're not going very far. But this is for people who may be going on flights. So so yeah, I bring that in another bag by itself. So yeah, 2 cables if you can get that. And then depending on what kind of music you play, I have here the Novation Bass Station 2. I don't use it for a whole bunch of songs, but it definitely sounds different from using a bass, because it's analog and it's synth. So if you guys have played one before, if you travel with one, you know how good it sounds and you know how dope it is. So sometimes I use a splitter to plug this and my bass in. Oh, also for that, it needs its own cord too, so I may bring 3 cables, excuse me, to plug that in. It's a lot of power, because this needs its own power, that needs its own power, and that needs its own power, as well as the amp. This is the amp head that I usually bring with me. It's a GK Fusion, MP Fusion. It's the portable one. It's really, really good. It's 500 watts. Shout out to Grind Apparel over there. But yeah, this is a really good amp. It has a lot of great sound. I might do a review of this for you guys too, so you can just hear it one day. But yeah, this is what I bring with me too. So depending on the venue, you may not want to bring something like this or the pedal, because it might be too much. Sometimes you might not want to bring the wireless pack. It just depends on where you are, where you're going, what you're trying to do. So that's it for these things. So now the question is, for your bass, what are you gonna fly that in? So we have our 2 options for flying. We have a hard shell case and we have a soft case. Before I continue, let me recommend Southwest Airlines because you get to fly your bags for free. So if you have something that you don't want to carry on, definitely do that. It's definitely a friend for musicians. So hard shell versus soft shell, which one is better? Honestly, it depends on you. I have flown with the mono case since 2012 probably, maybe even 2011, and I've only had a run into an issue one time where I saw a flight, not a flight attendant, one of the guys, TSA, I saw him hurl my bag and a tuning peg broke off of one of my basses, and I only had packed one bass. This is a dual case, so you can bring a second bass if you need to. I usually put the other part, fill it with other things. But I trust it. It hasn't really let me down ever. It's secure. I know a lot of people don't trust soft shell bags, but it'll get you right if you let it. I sent a message to a guy named Mark Perrick, if you guys know about him, a bassist, and I asked him how he flew or how he trusted it, and he said he trusted it, so I took his word for it. Hard shell. Hard shell is very easy to fly with. Now, my recommendation for hard shell cases is that when you fly, so the straps on here, depending on what kind of locks you have, do not, if it has a key, do not lock it, because TSA will break into it because they need to look what's on the inside of it. So keep it unlocked. But something that you should do, whether the people at the desk tell you to or not, is tell them that you want it taped over the locks, because in the past I've had straps break off because of during the flight it might try to open by itself and then something runs into it and breaks it off. If you tape it down, they'll stay down, and then all you have to do is just rip the tape off when you get to your destination. I don't know who else does that, or if you guys have tried that before, but it helped me, and kind of saves you from getting a new case. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show you guys today. Hopefully this information is helpful. If you guys have any questions or anything that you guys want to add, you can do that in the comments. Thanks for watching. Peace.